That's why the ATV right. I'm in a dingy motel room again. Story of my life. COVID-19 is like the whole Delta virus. They're comparing it to chicken pox. They're saying now that if I got hit by a pickup, I got hit by a truck on the intersection of Airport and 45 in Texas, Houston, Texas. I can't really walk too good right now, but I'm trying. People say I'm articulate. I have an obsession with cards, decks of cards. I'm trying to collect them and not lose them because I move around a lot. These are actually pretty cool, man. I don't have tripods and all that stuff anymore because I went to jail for like 23 days behind my brother-in-law. Emily, this is your video. Everybody gets them, but this one is special. Today your mother told me that she wishes that I was dead, that I should have been killed yesterday when I was hit by a truck. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. But the one thing that I do know is that I love you with all of my heart. You're my daughter. You won't talk to me. I don't know where you live. The whole thing that your mother says is the doors were always open. That's a bunch of bullshit. You did this to yourself, Abby. I left away from your mother because she was doing things that wasn't becoming. I didn't want that. I tried to get her to come back and stay with me and come out to my mom's. I was living with my mother at the time. She didn't want that either. I tried to get you to come with me, and I tried to get my rights that I had as a father on the weekends, every other weekend, every other holiday. She wouldn't let me. I didn't want to fight with her. I didn't want to fight. Maybe I should have fought for you. I guess I should have fought for you. But the whole picture that they've painted for you about me is a lie. Not all of it, but the majority. I messed up in life because I got on drugs. I'm still a drug addict. I don't got nothing to lie or hide from you. I haven't hid anything from you, ever. Oh, they went and told you all these things about me because they wanted to humiliate me and they wanted you not to like me or love me. And then I guess that's the case. That's what's taking place. They've succeeded in that. I can't do nothing about that. But one thing I do know is that you're my daughter and I do love you and I've always wanted you with me. And she kept you from me all these years. My mother loves you. And she's always wanted you to be a part of our family. There's no more family now. My brother's dead. Everybody's divided. And they wouldn't let you come around. She would. I'm not going to say they, your mother. Your mother would not let you come around. She would let us come pick you up on the weekends. She wouldn't let us have you on holidays. She had to be there or we couldn't see you. And by courts, they gave me rights. So I didn't pay nothing. For what? I couldn't see you. I couldn't have a part of your life. And I strongly believe if the father can't be with the child, then that father shouldn't be made to pay a fucking thing. And that's how I feel. The money wouldn't have went to you anyways. She'd have spent it on her nails and doing all kinds of other shit. You could look at your mother as a saint and that she's a good person, but she's not. Did she take care of you? Yes, she did. I didn't want her to do that by herself. I tried to help you. I sent you money. She never got it, so she never got it. She says she never got it. That's not true. I paid child support for a long time. Long time. Where'd it go? Where's all the money? Where's the money at? Why didn't you get it? My grandmother gave her money before she died. Now she sends me messages today talking down on my dead grandmother. She's not welcome at my mother's house because she did things with one of my brothers. She's not welcome in my mother's house. Now, I shouldn't have to do this. We could talk in person, but she didn't want that. You don't want to talk to me. You hate me. You wish I was dead. That's what your mother told me. That you're embarrassed of me. Okay, fine. Be embarrassed of me. I can't make you stop feeling that way. I don't hold it against you. I'm not mad at you. This is not what I wanted for us. I wanted us to have a father-daughter relationship and be together all these years. And she stopped it. She prevented it. I got tired of it. I got tired. So I gave up. I'm sorry. I gave up. I gave up. I'm sorry. And that's the truth. I don't care what your mother tells you or anybody else. I've done nothing to you or your mother or anybody else. I don't owe anybody anything. I paid my dues to society for the wrongs that I've done in life. I tried my hardest to be a part of your life, and they would. She wouldn't let me. She would not let me. I don't care what stories she tells you or whatever. I don't care. None of it's true. And the only thing that is true is that I had a problem with drugs, and I couldn't get off of them. I lost my grandmother. I lost my way. It's all I ever had. It's all I ever had. I don't speak to my mother. It's all I ever had. My life has been hard. It hasn't been easy. That's not your fault, or your mom's or anybody else's. I brought most of it on myself. But the most hardest part and the most devastating thing that's ever taken place in my life was I could not be a part of your life. Every time I see your pictures and look at you, I miss you. I never even had the opportunity to be a part of you. I don't care what they say. I don't care what she tells you. It's not true. It's not true. None of it. I needed you in my life, and I begged her, please let me be a part of her. Let me come get her. Let her have me. Let her be. But she didn't want that because she knew that we would tell you the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. You don't talk to me anyway, so there's no reason for me. I have no reason to lie to you. You don't want nothing to do with me. You don't want nothing to do with me. So I'm not lying to you. This video probably doesn't even matter. I don't want nothing to do with your mother ever. I don't want nothing to do with her. I despise her because of what she done to me. She fucked my brother. Why would I want to do that to myself? And then she tells people that my family opens their arms and welcomes her in. No, that's not true. She's not welcome in my mother's home. Now, if you were there, they would probably accept it so they could see you. She's not welcome there. My mother can't stand her. She doesn't want her coming around. My mother was humiliated with what she did. And then she had the nerve to go into my mom's house with my brother. They threw him out. They made him leave. My mother told her, get the woman out of my house and leave. I don't care what they tell you. This is the truth. My mother will be dead soon, so it doesn't matter. So will I. I'm sick, dying every day more and more. If this is what you wanted, you didn't want nothing to do with me, you wished I was dead, that's what your mother said. I don't know what to believe. All I can do is believe her. I know your mother's a liar, an instigator. Emily, there's nothing in this world that matters to me more than you. Nothing. And for years I've been trying to put my life back together so I could be a part of you. I don't care anymore. And now it doesn't matter. Because it's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. You could be mad at me all you want. You can hate me, dislike me, wish I was dead. That's fine. I don't hold grudges. I'm not mad at you. I understand. I didn't want this for us. I did not want this. I wanted to be with you every day. I wish I could have came home to you every day, but your mother, she wouldn't let that happen. She wouldn't let that happen. I'm sorry. I went to prison for a while. It wasn't that long. I went to prison. She didn't want to have nothing to do with me. I don't blame her. Not a day goes by in my life that I don't ask God, please, give me a chance to talk to her. Help me. Help me fix my life so I could show her that this is not true. These things were never true. God doesn't listen to me anymore. God doesn't listen. If God listened, I would have had the chance to be a part of your life. My grandmother would still be here. I wouldn't be sick. Things would be better in my life. I love you with all of my heart. Whether you love me or not, it doesn't matter to me. I still love you with all of my heart. With everything in my soul. But I gotta stop doing this to myself. It's never gonna work. You're never gonna be a part of my life. You don't speak to me. You won't speak to me. You keep listening to your mother. It's all lies. All of it. I don't even care if your aunt and uncle tell you different. Was it true? Was it true? I didn't come to your grandmother's house because when I would speak to your mother, she would tell me, if you come here, the police will be called. I don't want you here. Don't come here. She's lying to you. She is lying to you. She's lying to you. The doors were never open. Maybe your grandmother had the doors open, but not Abby, not your mom. She fought me every step of the way. She gave me a hard time with everything. I'm not putting up with it, ever. I got nothing for your mother, nothing. And never will. I'm sorry, never will. My brother, nothing. I have nothing for him. I do not love him. There's nothing there. Nothing. And I don't love your mother. And I haven't for a long time. I'm sorry. She did too much. That's why I stayed away. That's the truth. On my part, I stayed away because she would sleep around with men. She slept with my brother. I didn't want a part of that. I didn't want a woman like that. I didn't want that type of woman. I wanted a good woman in my life, and she's far from that. Maybe a good mother, but far from a good woman. I'm sorry, that's the truth. In my eyes, you don't even want me to go any further. And I won't, I can't. That's all I got to say about that. When it comes to me and you, I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry that you won't have nothing to do with me. I try to keep in touch with you, and I don't live a good life now. I live an extremely dangerous, violent, and complex life. Not because I necessarily want to, but that's where it's at. That's where I'm at in life. I'm homeless all the time, live under bridges. No one helps me. No one. It's okay. I don't want nobody's help. I didn't tell you this. I'm not telling you these things. I don't need nobody feeling sorry for me. I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. I was a meth addict for many years. Smoked pot. Shot heroin up. Never smoked crack. Not one rock in my life. That was my brother. He's gone now. I don't hold that against him. I still do drugs occasionally because of things like this. I don't want to remember. I don't want to hurt no more. I don't want to hurt no more, so I do drugs. I drowned it and suffocate it and make it go away. Are you going to do some drugs after this video? I won't be around much longer, Emily. You don't have to worry about it. You won't have to deal with me embarrassing you or not wanting me to be your father or hating me. You won't have to feel that way no more. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Never have been. It's not your fault. None of this is your fault. None of it. It's your mother and me. That's the problem. Your mother and me. It's not your fault. None of it. You're a phenomenal kid. You're not a kid, young lady. You're beautiful. You're a great, you're a great girl. From what I understand, I don't know this in person because she wouldn't let me know. I tried to go to basketball games. I didn't go to your birthday parties and stuff like that. Why? Because I knew what was going to take place. I knew what your mom's family was going to do and how they were going to treat me. So I never showed up. And call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter because there's nothing that could be done to me that hasn't already been done. Besides death. They took my little girl from me. They never let me have a part of her life. She never let me have a part of your life. I don't care what she tells you. I don't care what she tells you. She would never let me be a part of your life unless I was standing in front of your grandmother's house, and I didn't want that. I wanted you to be with me and my family. I didn't want her there. I didn't want her there. At one time I loved her with all of my heart, with everything in my soul. That's all over with. That's all over with. And I love you, Emily. I've always loved you. I'll love you till I leave this earth.